Do you need a coaching certification to get clients? Well, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly whether you need a certification or if it's just a total waste of your time and money. Now, why do most coaches think that they need a certification? The biggest reason is the imposter syndrome. It's that thought that if I have a certificate, then I'm going to feel confident as a coach. So that's the number one reason why. Let me tell you something. I have mentored many coaches, and even those that are ICF certified and have a bunch of letters at the end of the name, they don't feel any more confident than the coaches without the certifications. So that is really meaningless when it comes to this. The second big reason why coaches think they need it is assuming that clients actually care. I've been mentoring coaches for 12 years now. I've been in business. We have an incredible track record. I can count on a single hand less than 5 people ever have asked me if I'm certified and asked me about the letters at the end of my name. So I get that some industries are different, but for the majority of you watching this, no one cares. What they care about is your expertise. Do you have the skills, the knowledge, the commitment, the passion, and the ability to help them? Then that's far more important than a little degree on your wall. And the third reason is because perceived credibility boost. Some coaches think that if they have more letters on the end of their name, they're going to be perceived as more of an expert. Again, it's less about the certificates. That does not matter. Now, we'll talk about when it does matter, because for some people, it does actually have an impact. But for the majority of you, it doesn't. In fact, 83%, literally, this is an industry stat, of high-earning coaches don't have certifications. That's like the majority, right? They have something far more valuable. They have results and positioning. You see, what actually gets coaching clients, that's what I'm going to share with you right now. So what is more important than a certificate? Number one is your positioning and authority. You need to clearly communicate a message that speaks to the problems that your clients face. And that message must position you as an expert and a go-to authority in your space. If you are a generalized life coach, then you're going to be perceived as a wandering generality. And the more specific you are in your messaging on your website, in your funnels, in your emails, on your YouTube channel, the more you're going to attract your ideal clients, because the more they're going to think about their problem and think about you as having the solution. So positioning and authority is the most important thing. The second big thing is social proof and testimonials. Now, social proof, testimonials is what creates positioning and authority. So for me, we use a lot of things called case study interviews. I'm not really a believer in written testimonials. Most of them can be made up. There's no emotional connection, no matter how great the words are that are on the screen. What's really powerful emotionally is the client on video telling their story. Not just the results that they got, but the incredible challenges that they had before they started working with you. That's the magic of social proof, is when you can unpack these stories so that the prospective client can see themselves in your client's story. That's where total magic can happen. The third piece is having a clear and compelling offer. Clients do not buy coaching, they buy outcomes. I'm going to say that again. Write this down. Put this in the comments below. Clients do not buy coaching. They buy outcomes. If you're just selling coaching or selling a coaching program, you're not going to get clients. But if you're selling a tangible, measurable, valuable, useful outcome to somebody, if you're selling a solution to a painful problem, guess what? Now, your marketing is going to generate a lot more leads. Your sales process is going to convert a lot more clients. So keep that in mind. What are the tangible benefits and outcomes that your clients get? Put that everywhere in your marketing message. The fourth key here to getting clients, way more important than certificates, is marketing and a lead gen strategy. You may have heard me say before in some of my videos, it doesn't matter how good of a coach you are or how much you care if no one knows that you exist. So it's critical that you develop not only your skills as a coach. I'm not saying that if you have 0 skills, you should never get certified. What I'm saying is that in addition to making sure that you have the skills to facilitate transformation and deliver value, you got to make sure you know how to generate leads and get clients. If you don't, you will be struggling for a very long time, because without leads, no amount of certifications matter. Now, when are there exceptions? When is a certification actually going to help you? There are cases when they are. Now, some of you may be in this case right now, so I'm going to list them out. Number one, if it's an industry-specific requirement, for example, therapy, or health coaching or executive coaching in corporate settings. Some of these niches do require that you have a certification. Let's say, for example, you're a health coach and you're helping somebody reverse diabetes. Well, that's a specific health problem. There is regulation in that industry to make sure that you're not selling something that you can't deliver on. So for that type of coaching, it may be useful to go and get formal training and certified. In therapy, for example, that's a regulated industry, counseling, therapy. Coaching is unregulated, but therapy is regulated. So you do need to be a licensed counselor to deliver that if that's the niche that you choose to do. If you're a corporate executive, many of you that are clients of ours, many of you watching this have 10 or 20 or 30 years of experience. You don't need certifications necessarily for a CEO or a pre-executives to hire you, but maybe a corporation is looking to bring you in and they're going to pay you to coach their leaders and their rising stars. They may look for and want you to be certified. So that's another exception. The second one is if you genuinely need it for personal confidence, right? But just don't mistake a certification as something that's going to get you clients. It's not. It's going to help you develop your skills to feel more confident because you've developed mastery. But most of that mastery is developed over time by coaching your clients. If you are so young with very little experience and have no idea how to coach and have very little life or industry experience, then sure, go get a coaching certification. I'm not going to discourage you from doing that. But if you're got 20 or 30 years of corporate experience and you're taking that life of knowledge and you're packaging that into coaching, you don't need a certification most of the time. Sure, you're a new coach, it's a new career, but you don't want to view yourself as a novice because you're not. You're taking what you already are an expert at and you're putting that into your coaching. The third reason that a certification may actually help you is if it gives you a unique selling proposition. So for example, let's say that you help people release trauma. If you're a certified trauma coach, that is a positioning play. That does show that you have formal training that could help you be even more valuable as a coach. I've got a client named Harold who is an incredible grief coach. He's not just a grief coach, he's a certified grief coach. He helps parents that are child loss survivors, that have lost a kid. My gosh, the imagine of the heart-wrenching depression, suicidal, like all of those things that come up with somebody who goes through that life experience. He wanted to go out and get certified to ensure that he's delivering massive value to his clients. And in that instance, I think it's very appropriate to have that. But with the certification that he got early on, he was struggling to get clients until he started to dedicate himself to actually building the coaching business and learning about sales and social media and all of those incredibly important skill sets for coaching. So here's my invitation for you. In fact, this is a challenge. I invite you to, the best way to answer the question whether or not you need to be certified or not is to first test it without being certified. So instead of going and spending $20,000 on a coaching certification, conduct a 90-day no-cert client getting challenge for the next 90 days from this moment of watching this video. For the next 90 days, avoid certifications and just do the things that you must do to start generating leads and getting clients. You can watch my online course that I'm going to share with you at the end to get the blueprint. It has the step-by-step roadmap for starting a profitable coaching business and getting your first client. If you follow those steps and you implement them properly, you will get clients. I know you will. But if you don't after 90 days, and guess what? Maybe it does mean that you do need to go get formal training. But that way you'll know and you'll be able to answer that without any what-if scenarios or regrets of getting a certification when what you really needed at the time was formal business training. So now that you understand my perspective on certifications, I want to wrap it up by saying, listen, I believe that either you need to be certified or you don't. 0 or 1, it's binary. The most of you watching this don't need to be certified and you don't need a certification to get clients, right? If you have real industry experience, if you're passionate and willing to, unpack your knowledge and expertise into a curriculum and get support from me or somebody else on how to do that if that's a struggle for you, then you're going to be great and successful as a coach. But if you're so inexperienced, then sure, go get a certification. And if you just want to develop mastery and become one of the best in the world, then go get the certifications. I get that too. I have been certified, but it wasn't for 3 or 4 years after I started my coaching business. And I'm so grateful that I didn't get certified out of the gate because it would have been too soon to do that. So that's my perspective. Now that you know mine, What do you think? Do you think coaching certifications matter? Drop me a comment below and let's have a healthy debate on this. This is a very charged topic in the coaching industry. Before I wrap up this video, I've noticed that 71% of you watching this are not subscribed to my channel. So if you've enjoyed this and any of my previous videos, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel right now. Click that button so that you never miss a future video. And once you've subscribed, make sure to check out my free online course. If you genuinely want to grow your coaching business and get coaching clients as quickly as possible, then check out my free online course on my channel. It's how to start a profitable coaching business and enroll your first paying client in the next 30 days. You can start with this video up here in the corner. Click that video, watch that course now, and I'll see you on the inside.